everyone. This is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello, ladies, gentlemen, and
I love this
watching.
guy.
Welcome
I love
one
this
and all
guy's
to this
videos, man.
Of the Running on Empty Food Review series. I'm your host, the Report of the Week. Thank you for checking in.
Okay, so this one is for the Popeyes. He's doing Popeyes. Guys, I drank the lemonade, the new lemonade. Does anybody know what the new lemonade from Popeyes is? It's pickle juice lemonade. It's like lemonade with pickle juice flavor. That's the actual new drink. My mom said it's disgusting. I said it was okay. I thought it was all right. It wasn't like super bad, but it was kind of like, you know how like if you eat a fruit but you put salt on it, it makes it taste better. It's kind of like that. It's okay. It's not terrible. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. It's okay. I've been looking to try this. I'm a pickle fiend. Yeah, me too. Me too. Epstein. I've actually had all of the things that he's gonna eat here, and I wanted to watch it, and then I'll give you my take on it because I did eat it as well.
Eyes. I think you could already tell by the tone that I used right there. You could just tell that the excitement here that I'm feeling for this one. And,
I was really excited. I got the ad for it, and I went there immediately. They sent me like an app ad, and then it showed me like, oh, try our new pickle promo, and I was like, pickle promo, you say? And I went I went straight there the next morning. Somebody asked something about hamburgers, like what's my favorite hamburger, my favorite burger condiment? Onion. Lots of onion. Needs like double or triple the amount of onions that you would normally put on a burger. Raw onions, preferably red or sweet. Just as long as they're not super spicy. I like onions on it. And then after onions, it's probably like cheese. I need cheese. Grilled or no, I like raw onions. Straight raw onions. Psychopathic taste? Yeah. True. Lots of onions, lots of pickles. That's what I like on it.
Optimism is off the scale. It's truly, in my own words, immeasurable.
My favorite burger is Culver's, and it's like not even close. Like Culver's is like, out of the fast food burgers, Culver's is elevated like to such a high level that all of the other burgers might as well not exist.
You know, Popeyes is one of these classic establishments, and I was going to give an analogy, and then I realized, this would actually be a horrible one, so I bailed on it at the last second. I was going to say, think of a fast food company that it seemed like they had it all, that they were doing really good years ago, and then I thought to myself, well, actually, that's pretty much every single fast food company in existence, so that's a horrible example. What I was trying to get at, though, regardless of that, is the fact that Popeyes, a few years ago, especially 2019, so think back just a couple years, they were at the top.
Culver's is all the way to Arizona now. Arizona has Culver's. It just hasn't crossed into California. But you can get Culver's in a lot of places now.
2019, I believe,
they're rare, though, for sure,
was the zenith for Popeyes.
Serious question, IHOP or Waffle House? I think that they're both good, but I've only had Waffle House like once. Yeah, once.
They released their chicken sandwich.
Was pretty good, though.
They had a good thing going. They knew they had a good thing going. They milked it as much as they possibly could, and they emerged victorious. They kicked off the whole chicken sandwich craze, the chicken sandwich wars, and a literal societal phenomena that even lingers on to this day. And what was it sparked by? It was sparked by Popeyes, one of the greatest contemporary fast food successes, at least one can recount.
The original chicken sandwich and the spicy chicken sandwich, I like the spicy one more, at Popeyes is like one of the best chicken sandwiches. And I actually think it's like really toe-to-toe against the Chick-fil-A one. And it's kind of a little bit of a toss-up depending on like what flavor you want. It's kind of like a crispy versus original sort of a difference, really. They're both really, really good. Everybody else's chicken sandwich sucks compared to those two.
They had everything.
Sleepy says Popeyes is better. It's not even close. Like it like depends on like the flavor. For me, it depends on the flavor that you want. Like the flavor, the flavor and the texture is like so different enough. The flavor profile is different enough that like I can see myself wanting Chick-fil-A on one day and then wanting Popeyes on the other day. So I think that they're both good.
But
never been to Zaxby's.
They put all their eggs in one basket. They said, well, we got the chicken sandwich. People are going to care about that. They're not going to stop caring. So why should we care then going forward? And if they're just going to keep coming back to us for that? Well, it doesn't always work that way. And now when it comes down to it, it's amazing to me. Popeyes, I will say, is a remarkable example of this, though. That just a few years ago, everyone was going crazy for them. And the chicken sandwich was like the biggest thing ever.
I love Cane's. Cane's is good too.
If you've been following this long enough, remember the hype surrounding that. It was insane. Now, when there's a new release from Popeyes, number one, no one cares. Number two, that is reflected in reality. If you look at actually some of the financial earnings and all of that from Popeyes in general, it's quarter after quarter of weaker than anticipated growth. Things aren't looking good on the horizon. The earnings are just going down and down. And then anecdotally, you hear reports from person after person of local Popeyes closing down.
Thanks for the bits, Brother Red Rat. Thank you.
The service worsening, etc., etc. Well,
bulletproof glass.
The chain has problems. And it's just amazing when they had such a peak just a few years back.
The problem, I'll tell you the problem with Popeyes. The problem with Popeyes is consistency. They have like a lot of the same problems that like something like McDonald's has. Is like one McDonald's store could be like completely godlike, and then the next McDonald's store is like absolute dog water, and it's like inedible. But then like you go to like a different McDonald's, like the one that just opened, and like man, it's so good, right? And then it's the same thing with Popeyes. It's the same problem where one Popeyes is just so bad. It's like everything's cold. It's sloppy when you get it. The service isn't good. And then you go to another Popeyes, it's the complete opposite experience. So it just depends on like which Popeyes you go to. Also, what time you go to Popeyes. So compared to a place like McDonald's, that's like kind of consistent throughout the day. Popeyes, you have to go at very specific times and you have to get a good roll. And the reason why is because you don't know what time they're going to make the chicken. The only time you can guarantee it is if you go right when they open. So you hit Popeyes like exactly at like 10 o'clock or whatever time that they open, you're guaranteed to get like fresh, delicious chicken at that point. If you go at any other point in the day, it's random.
So anyway, I was sitting there and I was thinking to myself, just not too long ago, actually, because I enjoy monitoring these trends. I enjoy looking at, the financial prospects of some of these various companies. And I was actually sitting there and I was thinking, coincidentally, about Popeyes, because it's just amusing. It's like how the mighty have sort of fallen, right? Mm-hmm. I was thinking to myself, and this is like 2 or 3 nights ago, I was thinking to myself, how could they change it, right? Like a hypothetical. How could you fix it? How could you salvage it? How could you reverse the trend and make everything better for them, right? How could you take something that's in a decline and revert the course? I saw this new release of theirs, and my mind was blown. See, I was thinking...
My mind was blown too, because the idea was like actually like ridiculous. Because is it just me? But I feel like most people think pickles are disgusting. A lot of people do. And maybe that's just because, I was in California before and like, that's kind of how it was. I wasn't really like accustomed to like, kind of living like kind of like central, like South area. Right. Maybe people in the South like it more. It's like more of a big deal. Like pickles are more of a big deal. Cause I do see like fried pickles a lot on the menu. That's like a thing that people love fried pickles around here. And I wonder if that's the reason why. But in California, it's not really that common. Anyway, so what I was saying is when they came out with the promotion, like the promotion coming out is pickles. I thought that was really weird. Like, I was like, really? So I like it. I personally like it. But then in my head, I'm going like, was this a good move? Right? But you want to know what? It's always fucking sold out now. Did you guys know that? It's always sold out. It's so hard to get it. Like at Popeyes, yeah. Like the new pickle stuff is sold out like all the fucking time.
About maybe like trying to increase
Yeah.
the quality of the
I was just
ingredients,
there and they
trying to
were
be
sold
more
out like
consistent,
a couple days
etc.
ago.
I wasn't even thinking this. I saw that Popeyes released their new pickle menu. My mind,
Me too.
I was in total shock.
Exactly
My
how I
jaw
felt too.
dropped, and I was like frozen in place for a good 30 seconds. I thought to myself, no way. This is it. This is what saves Popeyes right here. I mean, this is going to be it. This is, I think, the pickle menu, right?
No, that's not what I thought. That's not what I thought.
Yeah, the pickle.
I didn't think that. It did blow my mind, but I didn't think that it would save their menu. I thought it was like, what the fuck is this? Who came up with this?
Is going to turn everything around.
He's like freaking memeing.
Maybe it will. Maybe it will. And regardless of how good or bad it is, I'm going to review it. And we'll see how good or bad it is. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep a straight face. And
it is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous promotion.
It's the pickle menu, though. Pickles were a trend in fast food a couple years back, though. Credit where credit is due. They have they have a couple items. They have a pickle-glazed sandwich.
Yep, I had all of these.
Features a chicken fillet with a pickle-flavored glaze on it. And then it also comes with pickles on it. Price of this, $6. You could get fried pickles, and you could also...
Let me tell you, though, that the Popeyes fried pickles are the best fried pickles I've ever had in my life. That being said, I haven't been around fried pickles very long, but the fried pickles I did have, and I've had them before. I've had fried pickles before, but the ones at Popeyes were like next level. They were amazing, amazingly delicious. The next time I went to Popeyes, I was like, give me a large of that. And they're like, sold out. I'm like, shit.
Get pickle lemonade, which is described as being sweet with pickle juice. Price for that, $4.35.
Lemonade with pickle juice.
Now, I got the pickle-glazed sandwich and the lemonade. I wanted to get the fried pickles, but amusingly, they were out of them.
Well, I say, are sold out. Sold out again. Me too. Me too review, bro. Me too.
So, doesn't really make much sense if there's actual pickles still on the pickle-glazed sandwich, but... I'm just going to ignore that, and
I will tell you that they were very good. The breading was like nice and crisp. Like it was good too. Like the breading itself was really good, and the pickle inside was like really. It was like if you've had like Popeyes pickles, they have really good pickles at Popeyes. Like the ones on their sandwiches, just as good as that. They were really good. Yeah. Loved them.
I'll just be trying out the pickle-glazed sandwich and the
It's a nice nice the batter on the pickles has like it maintains its shape. It's a nice thick one that like it really crusts the pickle, and it's quite nice. Like the flavor and the texture. It's like enough batter that it maintains its shape. It's not like the pickle's bleeding through it. It's like the pickle is well encased, but then the batter is also light enough that it doesn't feel like you're biting to like a biscuit or something. Like it's nice. It's what I'll say is it's nice. If I had to rate the pickles, I'd say like out of all the fried pickles I've ever had in my life, it's probably like a 9 out of 10. I think honestly, I loved it.
Lemonade. And who knows, maybe the pickle menu will actually salvage things. Maybe you'll have lines wrapped around the block again for this. I'm highly doubtful, but you never know. Hey, if it's a good item, it's a good item. What can I say? Comes in their standard packaging, the little sleeve here for it, limited time offer.
Mm-hmm.
It really has been a struggle, though, lately, as far as Popeyes is concerned. Some of these sandwiches are still good, but it's been a struggle purely from an analytical standpoint, that to try to make people care about this stuff. It really is. It's a genuine struggle. And people just don't care about Popeyes like they used to. That's how it is. Yeah, some of these sandwiches,
Really, I love
can
Popeyes.
be underrated these
God, I
days,
love those pickles. They're
but
so good. The Popeyes
sometimes it's just hard to
sandwich
try
pickles,
to
man, they're nice and thick
motivate
and
people to even
fresh.
watch these reviews for anything from
It has a nice
Popeyes.
bite to it,
I
nice
was even
crisp,
sitting here for myself. I was
good
thinking, oh boy, the
flavor.
pickle menu. How I'm gonna have a real field day trying to come up with a title to get people to even
It does
watch
look weird
this.
though. That it does look weird. The sandwich itself looks weird. Like
Which should
it
tell
has like
you
this
everything
glaze
you
on
need to
it.
know
Yeah.
that Popeyes does have genuine problems. So that's the pickle glaze. It's supposed to taste, I guess, like pickles. Chicken fillet with more pickles there. And I suppose what I shall do now is cut it in half. And pause the camera real quick while I do that. There you can see is the cross section. Nice, decent chicken fillet though. Give them that. And we'll see what it is, how it tastes. It's just supposed to be like a chicken sandwich with a pickle glaze on it, so it's supposed to be very pickle-centric. And we'll see if it's any good or not. A lot of this pickle stuff from these establishments is either really good or it's disgusting.
Yes,
So we'll find out.
that is true. It is very binary. It is disgusting or delicious. That's it. There's no like this is okay.
The pickle glazed sandwich, $6 for the sandwich by itself. It's going in.
I love how he takes his time eating. He just like doesn't say anything. You can see the thoughts formulating. Like if you look at his eyes, you can see it. The review is being crafted right now in real time. Professional. Yeah, he's locked in. Yeah.
All right, so having tried a bit more of this sandwich, again, I think the cross section is pretty clear, pretty straightforward. You know that when I do these reviews, yeah, I poke fun at these establishments. I poke fun at some of the so-called trends. I poke fun at just the way that it all is sometimes. It's just how I do things. But at the same time, if the item is legitimately good, it's good. And I will give it the praises it deserves. And you know what? I laughed at this. I poked a great deal of fun at this. But as a sandwich here, it's actually pretty good.
When I had it, it was very good. Would eat again.
It's way better than what I actually expected it to be, quite frankly. I saw the whole
Yup,
pickle thing.
same thing. I bought it just kind of as a meme because I was like, ooh, pickled lemonade. What the hell? Pickle chips at Popeyes and pickle sandwich? And I went there to go get it. And I was totally like just going to meme on it. But I ate it and I was like, actually kind of good.
Sort of rolled my eyes. It seems very tacky and gimmicky to me. But the pickle glaze is actually much better than I expected it to be.
Yep,
me
too.
Take the bite. It's a very simple sandwich. Number one, the chicken
What did my mom think? She gave a thumbs up. See, like thumbs up from me and thumbs up from me, my mom, and review, bro.
Is of good.
Popeyes red beans and rice is pretty good. Every time I go to Popeyes, I buy an extra one and I keep it in the fridge. I just like eat it throughout the week. If I have if I'm gonna have dinner or something. Yeah.
Quality. Good amount of meat, as you could see. It's tender, it's juicy, it's flavorful. I can't complain as far as the chicken quality is concerned. It's good, genuinely good. And then, of course, you have the regular pickles that are on there that are crisp, and flavorful as well. Fresh, obviously. No issues there. The pickle glaze, on the other hand, I didn't really know what to expect. I know that pickle and, these chicken sandwiches, they always do work well, but when it's incorporated into a glaze, of course, it can go either way. And I gotta say, that pickle glaze, it has, like a dill pickle sort of flavor to it, so it does have that little bit of a tart aspect to it. At the same time, however, it is also incorporated with almost like a sort of Cajun-style seasoning, in so much that it has a definite, defining
cooking stream one
note to it.
I used to do cooking streams a little bit. Not really. I used to do cooking streams a little bit, but not really. They're like pre-recorded, and then I talk about it.
As well, not quite like
it's too logistically annoying to do like a cooking stream when that's not like my whole bit. it's logistically annoying, and there's a lot of OPSEC issues, so that's why I don't do it.
Hot style, but there are some similarities, wherein, it definitely has some of those sweet notes, but also, again, this Cajun spiciness to it in every bite, along with a pronounced dill pickle flavor. And it's a combination that works shockingly well with the chicken sandwich. It's actually, I would go as far as to say, a genuinely good pairing. It's flavorful, and there's no negative characteristics to it at all. Works very well. It pairs very nicely with the chicken. It's just a good glaze overall. So you know what? For all of the fun that I poked at this chicken sandwich, I actually would go as far as to call it underrated. I really would. Yeah, $6, but you're getting a good amount of chicken, and it tastes good at least. And all things considered, I can't complain. So out of 10, the Pickle-Glazed Sandwich from Popeyes, this is going to get an 8.7 out of 10. Unexpectedly good, in my opinion. Unexpectedly good. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was. So, I went in here, I had my expectations tempered. Way better than I thought. All right, let's wash this down now.
With that pickle lemonade.
The pickle lemonade. You can get it frozen or just regular. I got it frozen. $4.35.
I got regular on mine.
Pickle juice with some sweetness.
It was pretty good, honestly.
This, on the other hand, isn't for everyone.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not. It's kind of like so if you eat fruits, it's like I said before, like you eat fruits, or like have you ever had like a margarita and then they put like salt on the rim? It's kind of like that. It's like it's got that kind of a thing going on.
This is more of what I was expecting the pickle-glazed sandwich to be. This is just like straight up pickle juice.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of salt, basically. It's like you have a little bit of like the pickle juice and the salt. This one, I actually agree with this, that this one is really only for pickle lovers. If you don't like pickles a lot, you're not gonna like it. It's gonna be weird to you. It's like a salted like it's like a lemonade or limeade with salt on it. So it's like, yeah,
very tired. Just it's like a pickle, it's a pickle in liquid form, essentially.
I mean, it has like lemonade too.
Not for everyone.
Like a margarita, yeah. If you like margaritas, you might have a little bit. If you like margaritas and pickles, if you like both, you know what? Kill the Astronaut? Yes, it is kind of like that, like a Vietnamese lemonade. Yeah, you know exactly. You know exactly. Yeah, it's exactly like that.
It's a sort of drink that I think I could even find enjoyable conditionally. It's a very refreshing beverage. I will concede that. And it's the type of beverage that I think could work. For instance, if they have this available during the summertime months, or days at least where things might be quite warm, I could see myself sitting outside on a 90-something degree day and finding this to be quite refreshing.
Yeah.
One of those drinks that exudes that sort of refreshing characteristic. So if it's one of those days, like just a really hot day, and I'm looking for something to cool down, I could see this drink doing the trick, most definitely. Sitting right here inside.
It's not a good drink, I think, to drink as a thing that you drink with food. What do you think about Vietnamese coffee? I love Vietnamese coffee, like Vietnamese like cold brew coffee or whatever, like iced coffee. Man, I love that stuff. I used to drink it all the time, but it's not a drink that you drink like with food. It's something that you drink on its own. Like it's its own drink that you don't drink it as something to chase food down, basically. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna be real with you guys though. I kind of have that feeling with almost every drink. The only drink I drink with food when I'm eating food is iced tea. I don't want Coke. I don't want any of that with food. On its own though, I do enjoy a Coke or a root beer every now and then. on its own, like as its own thing, without food. In the same way, I would enjoy this pickle lemonade as its own individual thing, like drinking it for what it is, rather than to quench my thirst as I'm eating.
Where it's not hot at all.
Yeah, I'm a water iced tea person when it comes to like eating. I'm exclusively water or unsweet iced tea while I'm eating, and then or hot tea. Hot tea is okay too. But when I'm not eating, I open up my drink. My drink menu goes up a little bit more during that.
I can't see that being the case at all. It's not. Then it's just like you're drinking a pickle, and that's all that it is. So to me, conditionally speaking, it can be refreshing. If you like all things pickle and you like pickle juice, then you probably enjoy this. But for me personally, unless, like I said, I'm drinking this for the sole purpose of cold refreshment on a hot day, I would say that it's not really my thing, but your mileage may vary. $4.35 for that, a bit overpriced as well. So, not my favorite thing, but I think some would like it more than others. Out of 10, therefore, the pickle lemonade. And again, it's more just pickle juice than it is a lemonade necessarily. I would rate probably a 6.5 out of 10. But like I said, conditionally, it could be better than that. Star of the show is definitely the pickle-glazed sandwich, though.
Yep.
All right, and on a final note, understand that in addition to these reviews,
hot chocolate I like drinking on its own,
and a radio show. This radio show of mine is broadcast twice a week. Every week goes out for listeners all around the country and the world. In each show, I'll talk about the news of the day, whatever's on my mind, balance things out with some listener music requests. It's a fun show. A lot of people that tune in really enjoy it, and it reaches listeners worldwide, goes streaming out online, goes out on many international shortwave frequencies on some AM stations, but the show costs a lot to maintain, to operate, and I have to pay as I go, essentially. You know, I certainly don't get paid to do it. There are a lot of expenses, but it reaches a lot of people. It impacts a lot of people. Really enjoy doing it, but I do need your help to keep things going in that regard. Really does need your help. If you would like to support my radio show or my podcast, you could send in a donation. Patreon.com/TheReportOfTheWeek. The link
the
to
broadcast
that
is
Patreon
rolling. It
page
means
is
it
in
can
the
reach
pinned
space.
comment and in the description down below.
Is it like actual radio?
$1.
Is it actual radio or is it like online?
$5.
You say it was actual radio?
I never even have to make this announcement again. And if you
Sorry,
do
I was pulling my gun out.
Patreon,
Shortwave radio. Okay.
Unlimited.
Yeah, I was pulling my gun out of
any
the safe
shows of
because I
mine
forgot
on
to.
demand. Anyway, it's the least I could do, just letting you know that it's out
I
there
realized
and
my
that
gun
you need
wasn't
your
there
help,
and it
but
made me
please
uncomfortable.
consider it. And I just wanted to let you know. But thank you so much for lending an ear to that. That's all that I have. Until next time, I'm your host, The Report of the Week.
I'll link you guys a video. I love this guy's reviews. He reviews
Hello everyone.
If you're interested, if you eat fast food and you want to know like the latest and like what's good in like fast food, Report of the Week makes videos about them all the time, and I love watching these. Oh, what is this?
Hello.
Is this like barbecue?
Hotel. Have it at that angle.
That fucking barbecue sandwich.
The bun
Ugh.
makes any.
Ugh. Barbecue. Ugh. I think Popeyes won that one. Gross.